And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym into Crypto, episode 934. Today is Friday, April. Is it? Is it April? April
Still April.
22nd, 2022. And I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish. I might have been wrong. You might actually could take those out. I'm not sure. You were excited when you said that, so the crack came. Today's top story: Stripe taps Polygon to allow customers to make payments in USDC. EU officials considered Bitcoin trading ban to enforce proposed mining ban. Emmanuel Macron on crypto. I don't believe in a self-regulated financial sector. Ooh, sounds like a non-coiner. Earf Day, a closer look at crypto projects that make the world a greener place. And Hacker Bungo's DeFi exploit leaves stolen $1 million in contract set to self-destruct. And of course, it's a fuck Bitcoin Friday. So if you got some smoke, call in, let us know. Friendly discourse is all good in this area. But Bitcoin's Day, what's going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. Like my man John Morant said, if you want smoke, we climbing up chimneys. But yes, so Bitcoin, $40,320, down 5.5%. Ethereum at $2,993, down 5% today. Binance Coin at $410 is down 3.4%. XRP sitting at 72 cents is down 5% today. Solana at 199 is down 6.7%. Terra Luna at 94.96, down 3.3% today. Cardano at 90 cents, down 5.7%. And last but not least, Avalanche at 74.45, down 6.2%. And our biggest gainers for the day are Construct, up 884%, MetaCyber, up 452%, and TomSwap, up 389%. So yeah, crypto prices still going crazy in certain areas, definitely not in others.
TomSwap? That name, I don't like that name at all. Something about that one.
Yeah, most of these new stuff, these names are a little trash.
Like, super trash. Give some quick shout outs. What's going on? J. Walters, Satoshi Slim, Bitcoin Man Goodness, Cliff Bitcoin, Kadeem, Crypto Boy, JG Whitworth. What's going on? Jones, Michael Kennedy, BK Crypto 5252, Crypto.com, Satoshi Slim, Marcus Santee, Shada Zulu, Eyes Ray, Blockchain Bully, Lamar West, BTCJ. Finally got that notification, clicked immediately. There we go. Yes, make sure you have the notifications on so you all can see all of the new shows that's rolling out. If you missed anything last night, of course, we had Black Root on. Shout out to Ruel. He was covering privacy coins, actually. So if you missed that one, you definitely want to check that episode out. And actually, after the show today, I don't want to say for sure because for the scheduling last couple of weeks, he wasn't able to come on. But actually, another member of our team may be on after the show today in a few hours, covering a certain project. So just be on the lookout for that. But if not, at 4 p.m. PST, of course, Critically Crypto with NFT, Crypto BJ, and of course, Kaylee covering NFTs will be here. And also, the Discord is up and live. That is right, people. You can check the membership tab now. So the way it works, Discord and YouTube integrations aren't fully what they need to be. It's still kind of in beta mode. So that means if you join any of the tiers, it will allow you to see it, but only the third tier will actually allow you to interact and read the actual channels. Everything else you'll be locked out of. But if you do want to join that Discord, it is a third tier. The second tier we just added is for self-regulators. Essentially, what we'll do on the second tier is as we make videos in Discord and as we create behind the scenes content, additional videos when we're looking at farms and stuff. Of course, the third tier Crypto Warrior membership folks will get those first on the Discord. After a few weeks, we'll probably release them to our members on that second tier. And then after that, we'll probably release it to the public eventually. But that's the way we're going to start doing some of our exclusive content. But also most people who know you can find me on Discord 24/7. So yes, that doesn't mean to freaking spam me. And even to our own internal team, I'm sending out an email this weekend. But it does mean for the most part, we're there around the clock, at least watching what's going on and there to help out. Also this weekend, since we are launching it, I'm definitely going to be on the Discord and making videos for our members this weekend. And I'm putting some capital down on some projects. That's all I'm going to say. I already told for people who've been watching me throughout the years, whenever I pull out my pocketbook, you know what I mean? This is why I don't wear diamond chains and all that good stuff, because I got it here for right now. But Yes. So tonight and tomorrow, more than likely, I will be on doing some DGen type of stuff with some capital. We'll see what happens, but that's going to be for the members. And last but not least, we'll put out a post. But to actually join the Discord, you do have to connect your YouTube to Discord. Essentially, you just go to integrations, you connect it, and from there, you should be able to access it. So again, that's going to be for the third tier. The Crypto Warriors, that's $24.99 per month. And again, it'll be live trading on the weekends, charts, TA, so on and so forth, all that good stuff you all like to see. All right, other than that, last but not least, we'll go more in detail later. Shout out to our partner, iCoinTechnology.com. Of course, iCoin wallets, where you can get your new hardware wallets at to fit all those needs, either iCoinTechnology.com or you can check them out at Verizon Wireless. All right, top story of the day. Woo, this feels like a church before a church service gets started. Just want to give some announcements out to this. Just make sure if you park in the back that they do tow on a weekday. So Stripe taps Polygon to allow customers to make payments in USDC. Wow. As someone mentioned previously, is Polygon the layer 2 the new actual layer 1? That's crazy.
Yeah, well, honestly, we've said this before that if Polygon and Matic is basically getting more traction than Ethereum itself, then yeah, it may be better than its own layer 1, but that remains to be seen. But this is dope, though, that Twitter will be the first to test it out. There has been a flurry of tweets just in the last hour of people talking about this news that just came out. But essentially, Stripe will use Polygon that will enable their customers to pay resellers, freelancers, content creators, and service providers in crypto. Payments will be made using USDC stablecoins, which is native to Polygon's network. And Twitter, of course, will be the first company to try out the feature. They have monetization now, like you see ticketed spaces and super follows. I know about super follows. I didn't know they had ticketed spaces. I got to look more into that. But Stripe said it'll add support for additional rails and payout currencies over time. So it looks like this is just their first iteration. They played it safe, go with a stable coin. But as soon as you can use something else, man, it's a race to the bottom, like we always say. Whichever one is cheaper to use, they'll use that. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, huge news, and content creators starting to want to get paid more. Crypto's the way to go.
Also, when it comes to that news, I think this is starting to show why Web3 is going to be so important, because it's going to get to the point where you can do payments like this, where essentially these same type of payments you can do peer-to-peer. You don't need to go through Twitter or Stripe. And if you can do business like this in general, why not just do it yourself? Because the way I'm looking at it, and the way it seems is like Twitter's like, hey, we're building up our own company where you can do payments and content creators can do this. YouTube, of course, we're talking about YouTube memberships right now. Shout out to what's the one guy who was mad because of the 900 plus videos on one or two of them we've got to say sponsored. I can't even think of his name right now, but that guy Fumble. When Fumble got mad, same thing with him. He was like, you guys can use Patreon. I'm like, I don't even know how to use it. Like, you tell me to use a platform I know how to use. But my point is all these different platforms. It's Twitter Spaces and Twitter doing this, YouTube is doing memberships, Patreon's doing this, Discord has this, all these different things. I think this is just driving us toward more Web3 applications, or at least to more platforms where they just host everything at once. Like, there's a reason why WeChat and Line is so popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, always. Yeah, they got the user base. They're going to use it.
So my thing is, when do we see, when does the West see our version of WeChat or Line? Because at this point, I will want Discord, YouTube, Twitter, what is it? Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Why can that not all be one app? It's so many different places right now. So it's crazy. But again, if you're going to be in all these different places, eventually people are going to use these same applications for themselves, their own platforms. Hey, just Bitcoin pay serve me. Just send me some USDC. Like, I don't need a platform to create anymore. So we'll be seeing how this goes. Fumble. Yeah. Shout out to Fumble. There we go. See, we still think about you all. We know you still watch us. Leave a comment today, Fumble. Michael Kennedy. Hey, Michael Kennedy, let me know about that bomb money AMA we had the other day. They said they were a fork of Tune Finance. I know you told me about Tune. But Michael Kennedy said, I haven't really done too much as of late in regards to Polygon, but I know I wasn't overly thrilled with reliability when I have used it. Oh, okay. I would say when it goes to Aave and stuff, I mean, it's been pretty good. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. KB. No, KB is not even an effort to floss. It is an effort to again, as I told people before, I'll probably do like 3 different portfolios in the Discord or something like that, like a $500 one, a $1,000 one, a $10,000 one at least. But there's also another project I want to go into because the APR is high right now. And usually when I do that, it is high risk, high reward. I usually go in with a decent amount of capital. I won't say high because some people it's not high. I usually go in like a decent amount of capital. And yeah, instead of being behind the scenes, we want to reward our members and actually do it live. So that's all I meant by no, I'm not about to be out here. Not yet. Give me a hey. Now let's see. Funky Fresh said, Akon gave the best and most simple explanation of crypto. I hope to see him on your show. That's what's up. Get Akon on the show. I don't know about that. Let me see the explanation.
Yeah, I want to hear the explanation because I
want to hear the explanation before I say it.
I've heard thousands of explanations. I'm pretty sure Akon is not number one, but
that's all I'm saying.
Different strokes for different folks. Some people like the way we teach it. Some people like the way other people do. So
that is very true. That's very true. It's hard to simply explain. Michael Kenny said, I pulled out of Tomb these days. I do know the 4 projects bomb listed as forking are solid projects. All right. Okay. There we go. That's all I want to hear. Like I said, I was going to do some homework on it too, because I mean, it does have a high APR, but no shield or thrill there. Of course, really deep dive it into yourself. All right. I can't even talk. EU officials consider Bitcoin trading ban to enforce proposed mining ban. What is going on here?
Wow, some bullshit. That's what's going on here. Previously, unseen documents detailing the EU's conversations around banning Bitcoin have come to light following a Freedom of Information request. Now, the fact that you have to request information from your government, that's already terrible to start. But they got the information. The European officials discussed banning Bitcoin trading during a debate on a proposal to ban proof of work mining. So you got a bunch of hall monitors sitting around trying to figure out how they can stop Bitcoin. They realize they can't. So the best they could do is introduce some sort of legislation to control the on-ramps. According to a report published by the German Digital Culture Organization, jumped down. According to this report, oh, where it is. Officials from the EU literally just.
I thought we was about to lose you, bro.
I was say Cointelegraph just paused on me. Went white, but that all-out ban on trading should be enforced to curb its overall energy consumption. Now, people, today is Earth Day. I understand people with green thumbs want to celebrate, but the EU trying to stop proof of work because of overall energy consumption is a ruse. That is fake. The ultimate thing is they suggested that the Bitcoin community switch to proof of stake. And as I've always said, proof of work rewards you for the value you provide. Proof of stake rewards you for the value you already have. 2 totally different things. And proof of stake is nothing but a digital version of the current system we already have. And again, if they want to use that as the basis, cool, but they really just want control, people. It's a lie. It's not about energy consumption. It has nothing to do with it. And of course, a lot of these are coming out on Earth Day, which is today. Unfortunately for them, this came out. And this should be encouraging for everybody in Bitcoin, because if they discuss banning trading Bitcoin, if they could have done it, they would have did it, but they can't. It's like, how do you stop a peer-to-peer global network? You don't. So that's good. I would just keep getting encouraged. Every time I see people try to ban it, again, say it again, can't ban the snowman, baby. Can't get Bitcoin out of here. Sorry.
Yeah, people, again, these are all attacks on Bitcoin. And this is my thing. All these people coming to the party late. Why do you want to keep changing it? Because they're literally non-coiners. They want to get their piece of the pie. Instead, this is an actual fair market. You want to get your piece of the pie, mine it, work for it, trade for it, buy some early on, buy some on the dip. Like, it's a fair market. So instead of just playing by the fair rules that a computer has now essentially been enforcing, they're saying back in 2016, I said, because that's when the arguments were really fiercely happening. But 2017, when they tried to fork Bitcoin, of course, we ended up getting Bitcoin Cash. You know, that was the real Bitcoin. Then the Bitcoin ABC, which one is the real Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin SB. That was a civil war and attack on Bitcoin. Then the New York Agreement, when they had the meeting in May in New York, where all these businesses, including Coinbase, including the likes of Civic Key, Vinny Lingram, who said he wasn't there, but he was there, but he didn't do nothing. All these people who are in this room, 50 different companies of representatives of all the top crypto companies in the space were in a room, and they tried to fork Bitcoin, essentially to make it corporate. They keep trying to do it to take over the network. But as Bitcoin, as they said, if we switch from proof of work to proof of stake, Literally, all you have to say, well, fine, a node costs $1 million. Either you got it or you don't right now. Like literally, that's how it will work. Period. Yeah. Overnight. A node costs $25 million. Do you have one? Do you have 25 million or not? Like, yeah. So it's that simple.
If you know the history of Bitcoin, digital money has been tried multiple times. Adam Back, Wee Dow, David Chom, doesn't matter. Without proof of work, you don't have a system that can work for everybody using math. That's why proof of work is so definitely important. And King, I wanted to throw out there, you just gave me an idea when you talked about, oh boy, where are they now? We should do a where are they now segment. We should go back to Roger Ver.
Talk about you're right. Oh, wow.
We should talk
about the money around.
Because I know there's a lot of people here that have been around since like 2017, but I want the pre-2013 people that you all didn't know that helped shape this industry. Some of them terrible now, but they were good before. We should do a where are they now? Because I can guarantee you, once you see enough people that doubted Bitcoin that had to either move out the country or get out the community completely, I'm sure you stop pushing back, especially if you got real money. If you get on like, what's his name, Raul, they're roasting the hell out of him. They don't care how much money he has. He gets on every time talking about Ethereum. They're like, shut up, Raul. In this industry, we talk shit to billionaires. Who cares? So where are they now? I think we should do a segment on that. That would be dope.
For sure. And by we are going to do a segment on that, that means one of our new content creators will be doing a segment on where are they now.
Like, man, because I don't think people have as much deep history as I know as far as in the past. It's a lot of people that did a lot of stuff. And then we can bring on some of the OGs if possible.
For sure. I want to give a shout out to Alambrados 3579. If we haven't touched on Zen Ledger, can we? Is their cold storage becoming trash? I'm not super familiar with Zen Ledger. What do you know about them Bitcoins, Zay?
I'm not sure about it either, but I don't know if their cold storage is trash, but if they did have an exploit, it's hard to trust these companies if they only been around, 3 or 4 years and then they already have an exploit. So I would have to check that out. But Zen Ledger sounds familiar. Just haven't done a deep dive.
Okay. If anybody does in the chat know about Zen Ledger, I know a lot of our folks here like different types of wallets. Let them know. Please let them know what you think about Zen Ledger with the honest, unbiased opinion. All right. Yes, you probably got to go to computer first to join the membership and do your Discord, and then you can probably go from your phone. Again, these integrations is crazy because they're still in beta. I don't think people realize like how much stuff on YouTube is brand new. I mean, even their membership tabs and stuff are pretty new, actually. Let's see. Michael Kennedy said a few warriors have been using Bomb, and I do like what I hear from them, but I haven't personally put in though. So it's just on my mind. All right. Thanks again for that. Michael Kennedy talking about Bomb. Money, shouts to them. We did that sponsor AMA with them the other day. Let's see. Jake Fever said Akon sold all his Bitcoin for Stellar to run Acoin. Talk about F Bitcoin Friday. He made a bad move as of now. Explaining Bitcoin is not what I wanted him to do for me. Hilarious, but yeah, that's kind of what we were saying.
I said different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. Let's see. Oh, Michael Kennedy said Harry is going to be printing 2 billion Tomb for their new Tomb chain. Is one of the reasons I pulled out though. So that's the only thing when it comes to some of these forks and stuff. It's kind of like how reliant are they on that layer one chain there, or the chain that initially started it all. All right. What else we have? I'm going to put the link in the chat. Folks, call in with smoke today. If you don't have smoke, don't call in, please. Not today, because they say you got to run. But if you do have smoke, we definitely want to tend to your needs of getting that tongue lashing. So feel free to call in with it. Much appreciated. Or if you do have something that the world just has to know about, come on, fine, call in. But if it's whack, man, we might climb you for the internet today. Just have
to. I wasted my time, you time thief.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But there's the link in the chat. Where's Parabolic Brad? Did he ever come back?
He was chilling. Yeah,
he went in on the comments on the Simon families. I had to jump in on the chat like, hold on. You don't know what the new death row really mean? Hold on. Yeah. I was like, you're not gonna be coming at our creators right now if you're not adding value as well. It's like it's different if you be like you're wrong XYZ, but you're just shit talking. We get don't they know I'd be having free time? I don't, but I do. Mara Wilson, thank you for the tip. Much love from the Black Bitcoin billionaires, my folks. There we go, Mara Wilson.
What up, Big Ma?
Got your partner in crime in here. All right, Emmanuel Macron on crypto. I don't believe in a self-regulated financial sector. That sounds like someone who wants control. People, you notice something else? Hold on. I mean, really point this out. Who all in crypto has been talking about self-regulation throughout the years consistently? Like, seriously, Zay. Seriously, think about it. Bro, have I not been saying? Have I not been screaming self-regulation?
We've been talking about this since the very beginning. Yeah.
Listen, people, I get my self-regulation. The reason why I'm so for it and the thought is so almost innate is because I was in the military. They teach ownership. I was a naval officer. They teach ownership. You don't get, like, when a command's given down, whether you agree or disagree with it, don't matter. Like, that's your command now. That's the way you need to run. You could hate it just as much, but you can't let the unit know you hate that command, because that's what it is. That's what time we on. That's what it's gonna be. So, gang, like I already told y'all. So when it's like that, you own that command. My point in that is we're on the crypto market. It is a brand new market. Regulators are new to it. Politicians are new to it. Every human being is new to it, which is why I push back on people already talking about regulations and all this other stuff. I'm like, no, it is a fair playing field. Why does the government all of a sudden get to say, oh, we want 40% of everything you do over there? No, we're going to self-regulate. You all, we don't owe you anything because we don't need your help or assistance with anything, government. That, you remember, that's the point of a tax, people, is actually pay for services. What services are the government providing to the crypto industry? And I'm not bashing them. We're just saying we don't need it right now. We can self-regulate. But my bad, man. You know, I get on. Listen, I see self-regulation. I go off. But yeah, in an interview, the sitting French president voiced his support for MICA regulation and the digital euro project. Of course, look how that went in the same sentence.
Same sentence. I was gonna say they didn't even hide it. It was like, yeah, we don't need that, but we do need this one. You're like, come on, man.
Mere days before the second round of the fateful presidential election in France, the incumbent president of the Republic, Emmanuel Macron, sat down with local media to share his thoughts on the digital economy, a subject he didn't speak on much before. While emphasizing the importance of the sector, Macron once again reiterated his support for the pan-European approach to financial technology regulation. You can see here, he says, according to most polls, Macron is probably likely to win. They talk about that. Let's see. Web 3.0 crypto, the incumbent president stood firm by his trademark cautiousness toward innovation. It represents an opportunity not to be missed for France and Europe to lead future generations of the web, but it's also a social and societal change. I'm trying to find the part where he actually got to the entire thing of not.
Oh, the bottom. Yeah, the bottom.
There it is. I don't believe in a self-regulated financial sector. This would be neither sustainable nor democratic, which kind of don't make sense. It would be the most democratic thing. It is up to the public authorities to, how are you gonna say this would be neither sustainable nor democratic?
Oh man, that's some old.
It's up to the public authorities to find the right conditions to allow the sector to develop in confidence while encouraging innovation. My fault. What are you saying?
Nah, that's how old people call the police, the authorities. Get out of here, young man, or I'm calling the authorities.
But how are you gonna say a self-regulated market wouldn't be democratic, but having public authorities define it would be?
Oh,
it literally makes no. Democracy is the market decides, essentially. Yeah. And you're saying don't let the market decide, let the people in charge of the market decide. That literally doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to make sense. I get it. These guys and gals are pimps with the words, so it's kind of crazy to see it. Let's see, what do we have in the comment section?
Yeah. Well, Macron, let me just say, Macron, take your ass back to France. Go get your ass some steak fritas, some bouillabaisse, some quiche Lorraine, get you some good old French food and shut up. We don't need your regulations and your support for the digital euro. You're the enemy now. That's all I got to say. Anybody support CBDC, trust me, they are against you at that point.
Oh, shit. Ocean said Tron copied and pasted Luna and is launching a stable coin pegged to Tron algorithmic, BTT providing the bridge. So yeah, Ocean has been talking about that in the Discord too. So a couple of things. I wonder, we'll look more into that because it'll be interesting to see how the project, as far as the token itself, price point goes from the fiat price point, the dirty fiat. So it will be interesting to see. Let's see, Funky Fresh, how can you back Bitcoin when the Maxi's favorite words are have fun staying poor and you're not going to make it? Because they're trying to tell you you're going to stay poor and not going to make it because you put your faith in altcoins instead of longevity of projects like Bitcoin. So that's what is not coming from you guys aren't going to make money in this. Like it's literally saying your long-term strategy, financial strategy is going to leave you broken in the dust because Bitcoin is more or less going to win out. And the reason why is just from a value perspective. You all keep talking about Dogecoin or Elon Floki or Shiba, and it's like you're seriously saying this will be the money of the future, right? Now, don't get me wrong. If we go into the idiocracy point of our generation, then yeah, it probably will. It'll be idiocracy. It'll be that will be the currency. But if you're actually talking about value and decentralization, it will be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin maxis are like, you guys aren't reading the code, you aren't reading the project, you aren't actually doing your homework. You're just going off of money to be made. So they're saying have fun, saying poor, because long term you won't be making that much money. That's their thoughts.
Yeah, and also too, who cares about Twitter people? Most of that comes from Twitter. Right. And most of that comes from people that with cartoon avies you're never going to meet in real life. Who cares what their opinion is? But I will say, a lot of times they keep people on track because people forget what this was for, and then they go off into making fiat dollars, which is cool, but that's not real money to Bitcoiners. When you say I want to make money, it's like, well, it ain't fiat, so what money are you making? So that's really all it means. But yeah, you shouldn't take it too personal. Half these people, you're never going to see them in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all can't take nothing personal online, what people say. Let's see. Funky Fresh says it's going to take more and more Satoshi style startup method to get loophole around regulations for it to make people realize how corrupt that way of starting up entities. You know what? Yes, but here's the deal. Like, it's damn people who, what they say, like you burn yourself. I don't know the saying right now. You know what I mean? People burn themselves and burn themselves again, bro. Like people see a fire and be like, oh, that's fire, and touch it. It is what it is. Like that's what we have to understand. Like the sheeple thing is real. It's okay. Some people just, hey, I don't want to think about nothing, do nothing. Whoever in charge, and that's what it is. Okay. I don't want my life bothered. This makes me uncomfortable, and that's fine. That's probably the majority of the population, every country, actually. Yeah. But so, yeah, I don't think anything is going to change, like the regulations and stuff. No, this is what it is right now. I don't know. We'll see. Earth Day is in the news. Earth Day, a closer look at crypto projects that make the world a greener place. What's going on Earth Day, Zay?
Oh, man.
You're environmentalist?
Oh man, you know, I'm the top environmentalist in the entire industry. So here are some of the leading environmentally conscious projects within the crypto industry and how they're utilizing their technological influence for good. So let's take a look at some of the ones they have here. Again, Earth Day, as it says here, 52-year-old tradition celebrated on April 22nd. This is something that's celebrated worldwide. People, I don't know how you celebrate Earth Day. Go out, put your feet onto the grass, plant a tree. I don't know, do something. But apparently there are groups and companies that are trying to build DAOs and NFTs that are quote unquote environmentally friendly. So some of these companies, projects such as Pachama and Dovu, using artificial intelligence to calculate, quantify, and report carbon footprint data, aka snitching. Also, you have deforestation prevention scheme titled Bajo Calima y Bahia Malera, nearing the end of his 10-year term. They've saved 1.2 million metric tons of carbon sequestered from the environment via credit issuance. And that's the line right there, is actually, it's not really about the environment, but you do get a lot of government subsidies if you are carbon neutral. Or, and also, let me just talk about the word carbon neutral. The fact that we want zero carbon, you know, part of our body is made up of carbon. They're technically telling you we need to wipe off people off the earth too to reduce this carbon. But they're not saying it out loud. They said call it carbon neutral. Great marketing, man. These people, they're smart. But also we have the $500,000 ecosystem grant, the Toucan protocol to build their carbon markets infrastructure. So again, for people who are environmentalists, I understand you want to save the earth. You know, we may have our difference of opinion, but at the same time, for those who do care about it, this is important. And when I finish this can, I am throwing it on the ground.
Hilarious. I didn't get old. I'll be like, hey, pick that shit up. You know, I got property value over here.
Oh yeah, you standing on the highway like the Indian dude watching littering and start crying. One tear come down.
So Whistletone, someone asked, Whistletone said the members. So the members are for the Discord or for the YouTube and Discord members. But if you bought a masterclass and joined, we'll see if we can do something at least for like a month or something to figure out how to give back as well. We'll figure that out. But yeah, the reason why is because it's a totally different thing. You know, the masterclass, people from Europe are buying that, like for real. We don't know if those people are going to be on the Discord and YouTube every day, but they are buying the class. So that's why it's a different thing in and of itself. And for business reasons, if you know how things go, you have to separate different things too. So, but yes, it's funny you said that, how it all came down to the money. Doesn't it always? Doesn't it always? Yes. All right. Last but not least, Hacker I don't know this word. Bungles. What is this word? Bungles.
Yeah.
Hacker bungles DeFi exploit. Leaves.
Somebody looked in the thesaurus. It was something else.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody put
Yeah,
synonyms of drops online. You know how that go?
Oh, yeah.
Hacker bungles DeFi exploit leaves stolen $1 million in contract set to self-destruct. Hacker apparently so thrilled by successful theft, left behind over $1 million in smart contract that was set to destruct, permanently ensuring the crypto can never be moved. Some people just want to watch the world burn. What happened with this?
This probably was like a 16-year-old kid who got too excited, but the attacker fumbled the heist at the finish line, leaving behind over 1 million in stolen crypto. Blockchain security analytics firm Block6 shared that it detected an attack on a little-known DeFi protocol called Zed, which of course calls itself a decentralized financial integrated system. Of course, I think we coined the phrase here, CDeFi, the centralized DeFi, because the attacker exploited a vulnerability and the way it distributes rewards, allowing them to mint extra tokens, and netted just over $1 million. Unfortunately, it was transferred to an attack contract, a smart contract that automatically and quickly executes the found exploit. And as you see from this chart here, the price immediately dumped. But again, these are just, like I said, I feel like these are just young hackers who were just excited that they got into some kind of smart contract or found an exploit. But again, didn't even transfer the profit to itself, just kind of killed it. But it could be like the Joker. Some people just want to watch the world burn, like you said. Some people just want to be able to do it and then send the money and then burn it. So whatever, it actually made that project more scarce. But again, these DeFi projects, they get hit almost every day, bro. This is like, it's like the trap right now. Everybody trap house getting hit at the same time. And they're like, hey man, you can move your business, brother, because this DeFi stuff is getting ridiculous.
So this is also, to me, an audit. So $1 million worth of y'all peg should be gone, right? Somewhere on the other side of the fence, money should be missing. Or is it supposed to be assets, right? It's supposed to be assets to collateralize it. So that's crazy though. Damn. I mean, like you said, everybody's getting hit. And some people want to cut a circle in the middle of the pizza and just eat that slice and leave. Let's see, what else do we have in the chat? Coop DeVille said, ha, he panicked. He probably did panic, right? Richard Johnson, let's see. Okay, that's Hollywood. Alec, just say the word. I can shut the chat down for non-members to them likes up. Oh man, are the likes not up? Yeah, that's what we're gonna start doing. The likes don't go up, chat gets shut down. I like that one, Alec. That's a good one. We do have the link in there for anybody who want to call. If you got some smoke, please feel free to call. Since you all are so smart with your witty responses online all the time, call the fuck in. Call in and have the same type of thought process live so the world can see how intelligent you are and you can share with them all the great moves you've been making in this space. Let's see. Carlin says, save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save those snails, and the greatest arrogance of all, save the planet, save the planet. We don't even know how to take care of ourselves yet. Young ears, shout out to Carlin. Let's see. What else do we have going on? Is there anything else going on?
Not really. We got a bunch of good shows coming out. I mean, good gracious, that lineup is ridiculous. This is the new Death Row Crypto. Shout out to iCoin, which is being shown right here. But again, we have the greatest crypto channel in the history of crypto. And in my opinion, nobody's going to even touch us once all these new shows come out. Every type of information you want, we got it. DeFi, NFTs, you want the law, you want low cap altcoins, you want to learn about stack, do family planning for kids. You got it all. So yeah, I can't wait for everybody to do everything. Make sure you get on that Discord, watch King live trade, and I may start doing live videos when I travel because I always talk to people about Bitcoin. I got to get some of these conversations on so people can see how far we're moving. So shout out to all the warriors. Make sure you upgrade that membership definitely for our true warriors out there. Can't wait to push more of this information out.
Yeah, JG Wentworth said Black Rue is the encyclopedia of altcoins. If you missed that show, you missed a lot of low cap gems not on people's radar. Long-term plays, but great content. Shout out to Black Rue. Yeah, I'm telling you all, last night's show was good. And again, we might have for sure we got Critically Crypto today at 4 p.m. PST, but we also might have another one here at 10 a.m. PST too. So be on the lookout for that as well. Okay, there we go. Wyatt Tri said he's on Discord. There we go. So it looks like people are starting to join. So again, just subscribe. It is a third tier. It's not that it's not the first tier. The second one only gives you, of course, the new videos which will release after the main crypto warrior tier comes out. So there's crypto warriors, which is the main tier. There's self-regulators. You like that, right? Put some self-regulators. See what I mean? I didn't even see the articles today, and I did that. We got self-regulators in 2, and then of course Satoshi Noob. So with the Discord channel that comes on the crypto warriors, and again, I'll be on it this weekend doing some things. At least posting some videos in there as well. I can still got to figure out Discord too, so it's a work in progress. Again, shout out to iCoinTechnology.com, iCoin Wallet, where you can get your hardware wallet needs. Don't believe us? Check on the Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com/accessories, like smart devices, that type of stuff, and you can find the iCoin device. Of course, I'm not even gonna lie, it's the coolest device, coolest looking device out there in the crypto space for wallets. And of course, is air gap, which means your iCoin wallet never connects to a network. So again, shout out to iCoin Technology. Love their printer as well. Yes, shout out to them to get off to a great start as well into the crypto space. I'm trying to think if there's any last minute stories there. We got Zay for 7 more minutes, folks. If you got smoke, call in. There was one thing I saw in the chat. I'm trying to go back to it. I can't remember what they said. Oh, Michael. All right, Michael. What's the word? About getting Michael Verades in here. DJ and Trash Panda.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, Funky Fresh. Thanks for the support and checking in. For sure, for sure. And folks, another thing, I was talking to Bitcoin Zay about this. Share this stuff. Listen, you should be recruiting friends into the warrior community, because the more eyes we have on everything, like literally the easier it is for everyone across the board. That's why we have all these shows coming up. Oh, I know I was gonna say something about the shows, but I'm gonna let Michael go first. Michael, what's the word?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I haven't seen you the last 2 weeks, but I've been checking out your videos. Man, I was so sad I couldn't be down there in Miami with you guys. I used to live in Miami Beach, so it's a lot of fun down there.
Oh yeah,
we miss you.
Yeah.
So I just want to, I'm gonna leave my third comment, my third thing I want to say for last, but I just want to say a couple of things that people should be aware of that you guys have been talking about, but people really need to pay attention. So I haven't personally been paying attention on a daily basis like I was to the crypto market, because I have my coins, as you know, that I'm gonna live and die with. And right now, there's no real need to look at the market, because the market is pretty stable across the board. You know, it's not really going up. But a couple of days ago, the Fed just gave the warning. They're talking about increasing 50 basis points. So the thought is that they've baked in everything already into the numbers. So sometime, you know, in the next month or so, we should see an increase in cryptos and everything across the board. So if anybody's panicking, just stay put. If you just pay attention to what Chairman Powell said, hey, we're about to see an uptick.
Yeah.
So you're thinking this once this happens in the next month or so, we'll see the market start to pump?
Yes.
So it's interesting you say that, because also this is the time where this is going to be the next couple of months, are the moments where this is going to decide we're going to be going in chop for next year. Straight up. Like, we don't pump in the next couple of months, we're going to be in chop for the next year or so. Like literally for like maybe 8 months, I believe. Going into the new year, things, the holidays, new year, of course, it could peak and things could change, black swan events. But by and large, I think it'll be chop. But if we do pump, then that could actually dictate the market in a different way. It's also the kind of piggyback on that. I say all that. There's a reason why we're launching all this around this time. Literally. Yeah. We've been telling our team since the beginning of the year, like, yeah, this has been our schedule the entire year. We're like April, May is when we'll start pushing things out, because the market should be flipping around there. So that's our expectation as well, from some of the things we looked at. So it's funny that you say that, because that is our expectation. But it's also like, if it doesn't happen in these next couple of months, it might be a toss up for the next 8 or 9 months, I think, until we get ready for the next happening.
I think between the next 2 months, but I think it definitely will happen before this year. But hey, here's the good news. They're telling people to sell. So, you know, you got to do what opposite of what they tell you. If they're telling everybody to sell, it's because they don't want you making no money. That's now the time to buy.
Yeah, and plus the ultimate contraindicator, Jim Cramer, he came out and said, if we have a recession, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, it's going to get bad. It's going to be fucking terrible. He's going to lose his.
Oh, it's game time.
Oh yeah, he's going to be on there in a beater after they finish with.
So Michael Kennedy said, I feel like we haven't retraced enough for a while. I mean, and that's the thing. And I'm with you, Michael. Like, and that's why I said if it doesn't happen in these next few months, I think it will go sideways, if not dip, but sideways for sure. But this is the moment. It's a lot happening behind the scenes where this summer could be a hot summer too. People are hoping for it at least. What else you got for us, Michael?
After, and I guess it was 2000 when Kramer said 2 days before that, he said, hey, buy Enron. And then 2 days later, it died. Hey, from that point on, don't trust anything that dude says.
20 years of garbage.
That's I should have worn my white shirt and got the buzzing and beeping and been Twitter and beeping and
oh, yeah, I got to give a shout out to my boy, Brad. I remember he introduced me to Jim Cramer. He was like, you should watch him. And I was like, I mean, why? He was like, because if you do the opposite of what he says, I got like an 80% hit rate on everything else. Like, he told me this in 2013. So, you know what I mean? Like, this is years after people been losing money from him. But I'm glad I got that early, because that's literally what he is, contraindicated. Whatever he says, do the opposite. Also,
Coupe de Ville, good point. Inflation is very real. That could jack up the market too. If inflation continues the way it's going, and LA sees some $9.95 gas this summer, which I think is possible, then woo, you definitely see the crypto market dip. Like, people are going to be pulling from everywhere. What else you got for us, Michael?
You know, the other thing is when it comes to the housing market, for the first time now, you're seeing more sellers than buyers. So, you know, they're saying, obviously now is not a good time to be buying a house, but, you know, give it maybe towards the end of the year, next year, we should, if you're looking to buy, that's going to be your time.
Hey, I'm in crypto, man. Listen, only houses I know about is in Decentraland. All right.
You had that real estate woman come on board since you got on her about the real estate.
Oh, that's right. That's when it's debated, Zay.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Again, she got cash flow. She got her houses. It's cool, but again, I just don't see the value long term beating out Bitcoin at all. Plus, her house is going to be priced in Bitcoin at some point. So, good luck to her. But yeah, we're talking about two totally different things.
And also, you can have cash flow in crypto as well. I mean,
everything she described, you can do it in crypto. This is good, just without all the headaches. So I'd rather take that. Yeah.
So this is the last thing I'll say, and I'll say it last so that I don't get bashed too badly. So one comment that Zay just made that probably went over the radar where a lot of people were, Zay, you talked about how we as humans are carbon based. And I'm touching on that. I know a lot of people don't believe this probably, but I'm a very spiritual person. And, you know, Genesis 6 is a real deal for me when it talks about angels and humans, etc. And a lot of people don't realize a lot of what goes on in the world is dictated by spiritual entities. And these spiritual entities hate carbon because they know humans are carbon based and they hate humans. And so I understand that this is an area that, you know, is going off the rails, but what Zay said in terms of carbon, hey, it's a real deal and people should look into it. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah. I've always said that. I was like, the plans, I've seen it coming out. You can't like humans with some of these plans. Like you gotta be
robots.
If you need to get rid of half the population because it's too many people, it's not too many people. And again, carbon neutral, like you said, it's hilarious that they use that as the marketing term when in reality is if we're gonna get rid of a lot of carbon, we're gonna get rid of a lot of humans. So again, just wait for that. It's already leaking out. Your boys at the WEF Klaus, they already getting started.
Cliff Eyes, they said he wants your spot, dog.
Oh yeah. Between the shrooms and my spiritual advisor, I seen some shit. So trust me, I already know. I know it's coming. Just try to get prepared.
Hey, appreciate you calling in, Michael.
You guys have a great weekend.
You as well. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh man, you funny. That man. All right. Let's see. Last couple of comments, folks. I saw some good ones. First of all, shout out to Mr. G. Just got a new job. So he said he'll be buying some more Bitcoin now. So shout out to Mr. G. Good job on that one. Congrats. Nappy Wade said, my normie friends don't want to hear about this. I was sharing this channel with my pastor as he was sharing about the Lord. True story. Hilarious. No, I get it, folks. Hey, any like, share, and subscribe you can, that'd be great. But it's all good. Next year, we'll probably be at Bitcoin conference, one of these conferences with a booth up. Speaking of which, I'm not going to call it out now. I'll announce it next week if I do it. But I might go to another conference next week and pull up with a booth. So in spirit of Bitcoin Zay's move. So we'll see what happens, but that's the loop. All right, other than that, you got anything else, Bitcoin Zay?
That's all for me. Got to get out.
All right, you all be on the lookout for new shows. Again, 10 a.m. There may be a show 10 a.m. PST. There may be a show, so just be on the lookout. But I think it should be happening. But if not, 4 p.m. PST, of course, critically crypto with Crypto Bay J and Kaylee talking NFTs. Make sure you sign up for the Discord. Of course, the first weekend, some things will be wonky. After the 4 p.m. show tonight, I will be on the clock around the clock this weekend to make sure everybody gets onboarded well and they can use it, everything. And of course, like I said, late tonight, tomorrow, be on the lookout for videos in the Discord. And you're not signed up for the Discord and you're just a self-regulator, just second level, we'll eventually probably release those videos in a week or so after we edit them and all that good stuff. Other than that, make sure you smash those likes and share. And we will see you all next week with some more crypto news.